I did.
Our time is changed to 3:15. Our time just changed to 3:15.
What? No, it's 3.
Are we in? Oh. It's 3:01 p.m. I call to order the March 8th, 2022 Courts and Public Safety meeting for Muskegon County. May I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Brown,
Here.
Commissioner Sear,
Here.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Here.
Commissioner Hughes,
Here.
Commissioner Laring,
Here.
Commissioner Nash,
Here.
Commissioner Pago,
Here.
Commissioner Stolnick,
Here.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Okay, all are present. Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes of February 8th, 2022.
So moved.
Support. I have a motion support from Commissioner Hovey Wright and Commissioner Hughes. Are there any questions, comments, concerns, corrections? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Okay, next is the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second. A motion support from Commissioner Hughes and Commissioner Marcia Hovey Wright. Is there any questions, comments, concerns? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is public comment is set aside for 2 minutes. You have the opportunity to state your name for the record and speak on any item that is on the agenda for the Courts and Public Safety meeting at this time. Is there anyone in the room that wishes to make a comment regarding the Courts and Public Safety meeting? No, and I don't see any online. Nope. That's Ways and Means. We're in Courts and Public Safety.
Thank you.
Going once, going twice. Okay, I'm going to close public comment and move on to items for consideration. The first item is CPS 22/03-15. Sheriff Michael Pollan asking to move to accept and sign the fiscal year 2022 Burn JAG WEMET grant, MSP JAG 70834 WEMET-2022 in the amount of $16,284.
I'd like to make that motion with one correction, it's not a correction, but addition. And I'd like for it to say, move to accept and sign, move to accept it too. So move and accept.
It does say move to accept and
Move to
sign.
accept and sign, okay, good. Perfect.
It's there. So you're moving
When I
that?
tried to read it, it didn't sound right, but.
Are you moving that, Commissioner Hughes?
Yes, I am.
So we have a motion. Do I have a second?
Support.
We have a motion and support from Commissioner Hughes and Commissioner Nash. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Seeing none, I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Sear,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Commissioner Hughes.
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
No.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Pago,
Yes.
Commissioner Stolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
And that motion passes. Moving on to CPS 22/03-16. Accounting Finance, Angela Jaseski asking to move to establish a balanced budget of $161,000 for the coronavirus supplemental grants as approved by the Chief Judge.
So moved.
Support.
We have a motion support from Commissioner Hovey Wright and Commissioner Nash. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, I'm going to notate just a few out of many on page 32, section 12, page 35, section 13, and page 39, section 18 are all some of the reasons why I'm going to vote no. Is there any other questions, comments, or concerns regarding this? Seeing none, I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Javi Wright, Yes. Commissioner Hughes.
No.
Commissioner Laring,
No.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Seer,
Yes.
and Commissioner Pago.
No. Okay, that motion passes. Is there any unfinished business to come before this committee? Any unfinished business to come before this committee? Any unfinished business? Seeing none, I'll move to new business. Is there any new business to come before this committee? Any new business? No new business. I'm gonna go again to public comment. At this time, the public has the opportunity to speak again for 2 minutes. This time you can speak for anything to the board that you wish to speak to. Is there any public comment online or in the room? You may speak if you'd like to at this time. State your name and you have 2 minutes.
My name is Al Richards. I live in the Twin Lake area. I've been made aware that tonight there's a consideration in regards to turning your financial program over to specifically data and possibly removing, you're going in a direction of removing cash altogether. One caution I'd like to give you and encourage you by is when I was in school, two of the required readings were George Orwell's 1984 and Lord of the Flies. Okay. In regards to George Orwell's 1984, I'm also a man of God, and the book I read most is the Word of God. You're heading headlong into a world government. If you adopt this digital-only caste system, you're playing right into the hands of those that are organizing this government. It's going to take away from your freedoms. You don't see it coming now, but you're going to know as time goes by, your freedoms begin to go away quickly. Your vaccine passport was just another thing. You're going to have social credit scores. All right? And if you say anything against the government and you're working on a data system, your bank account goes away. Okay? So I just encourage you as a local body here, we can establish a system where we're not going to go along with their plans. The worst of their plans is they're going to decrease world population. And I don't know if you see yourselves being on the right side or the wrong side or the winning side or the good side or the bad side. That's not a good idea. God said we're supposed to multiply and fill the earth. There used to be families with 11 and 15 children. Now they got us down to maybe two children per family. Okay, and that's their plan. That's not our plan. They've been convincing people right along through propaganda to do these things. Through that television. Television. All right? So I just want to be an encouragement here today to say that we don't have to go along with it. We can defy the process. You're probably considered lower magistrates. You know, you can take a stand for the citizens of this county and say, no, we see where you're going and we're not going to win.
Your time is up. Thank you, Mr. Richards. Is there any other public comment? I don't see any online. Oh, do you have a public comment?
I would like to save it for later. Is there another?
Yes, we have 2 other committees as well. Okay. Anyone else, public comment for this Sports and Public Safety meeting? No? Okay, I'm going to close public comment. Is there any final board comments? No final board comments? Okay, we're adjourned.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta.
Sure.
Stop.